Kate Middleton made her first public appearance since her cancer diagnosis, as she joined William and her 3 children in the King's Trooping the Color Parade, to the delight of adoring fans. We've all been waiting for this moment. Many did not believe that the Princess of Wales could make her first public appearance this year, joining the royal family at the Trooping the Color event despite ongoing cancer treatment. But Kate outplayed everyone. Despite all the rumors, speculation, and conspiracy theories, she appeared in public. Thus, she clearly outlined her position. "I'm here. I didn't leave anywhere. I'm with you." Kate, who has been undergoing chemotherapy for an undiagnosed form of cancer since February, rides in a carriage with her 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, for the traditional parade through London. And that's great. We had all been waiting for this moment for a long time and believed that we would be able to see Kate again. The family were photographed arriving at Buckingham Palace just after 10 a.m., with George sitting between Kate and William, while Charlotte and Louis sat opposite. At 1 p.m., she gathers with King Charles and Queen Camilla, her husband Prince William, and other members of the royal family on the Buckingham Palace balcony to watch the RAF flyover. Scotland Yard carried out a significant police operation to mark the event, with anti-monarchy group Republic allowed to protest, but banned from using amplified sound. And everyone understands and agrees with this. Hundreds of Metropolitan Police officers were deployed along the ceremony route to ensure the safety of participants, with tens of thousands, if not more, expected. Everyone wants to see Kate and know for sure that she is okay. Crowds of people gathered outside Buckingham Palace this morning, many holding flags. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams told Mail Online, "Kate's appearance today is crucial, as the royal family is severely weakened by 2 senior members battling cancer. This is especially important since we haven't seen her at an official engagement since December, and today is certainly a very significant day. It is clear from both the touching video message in March and the statement released yesterday that she is as well as possible." The new photo highlights the strengths of her character, but she is also having an extremely difficult time, as is usually the case for those undergoing chemotherapy. The details we have been given about her condition are an attempt to help others suffering from this devastating disease. There will be a lot of speculation as to what events she will be able to attend this summer. They will have a special image, just like today's birthday parade. She is a special person who has a place in all of our hearts. Kate released a candid statement last night, opening up about her personal cancer journey and saying she experiences good days and bad days while undergoing chemotherapy. And many understand her, empathize, and hope for Kate's full recovery from her illness. The princess has started working from home, holding meetings with her foundation and the Kensington Palace team, and hopes to take part in some public events over the summer, but stressed, "I am not yet out of the crisis." In turn, much is not required from her now. The main thing is health and speedy recovery. The princess has been undergoing treatment for an undisclosed form of cancer since late February, and her decision to choose a major national event today to briefly return to the public spotlight for the first time since Christmas was welcomed by the king. Crowds of fans are happy and at the same time very worried about Kate, because the disease has not completely gone away. But everyone hopes for the best. A new photograph of the royal, taken earlier this week on the grounds of Windsor Castle, shows Kate in a smart, casual outfit, standing calmly against the backdrop of a weeping willow tree near a pond. It's amazing to see Kate and her new looks in photos again. This gives us hope for a better outcome. In a statement, she said, "I'm making good progress, but as anyone going through chemotherapy knows, there are good days and bad days. On such bad days, you feel weak, tired, and you have to give your body rest. But on good days, when you feel stronger, you want to make the most of how well you feel. On days when I feel reasonably well, I enjoy getting involved in school life, spending personal time on things that give me energy and positivity, and starting to do a little work at home. The princess will be joined by her 3 children in a carriage for the traditional flag-off procession and will later gather with other members of the royal family on the balcony of Buckingham Palace, and people will actively welcome them. Kate said, "I'm looking forward to attending the King's birthday parade this weekend with my family and hoping to join a few public events over the summer. But at the same time, I know I can't quite feel well yet. Have strength for all planned events. I am learning to be patient, especially in times of uncertainty. Take each day as it comes, listen to your body, and allow yourself to take much-needed time to heal." Kate, we all wish you only the best and great health. The future queen has received thousands of letters and cards from well-wishers, some of whom have spoken out about her battle with cancer, and Kate said she was overwhelmed by the kind messages which have benefited William enormously and helped us both through this difficult and very hard times. A Buckingham Palace spokesman said, "His Majesty is delighted that the princess will be able to attend tomorrow's events and looks forward to all the events of the day." The princess's public appearance at Trooping will be her first official appearance in 2024 after she missed events earlier in the year when she was hospitalized for abdominal surgery on January 16th. At the time, her condition was thought to be non-cancerous, but tests after successful surgery revealed the disease, and Kate opened up about the disease's progression in an emotional video released in March. Kate held meetings with her palace staff, the Prince and Princess of Wales Trust, and the Royal Foundation's Early Childhood Center, which will be noted in future court circulars, the official record of royal events. A Kensington Palace spokesman said, "The Prince is pleased to see the princess getting involved in work and projects that are important to her. Even if it's not the same as before, there should still be at least some kind of activity. How do you think? Should Kate get back to work straight away like before? Or is it worth recovering?" There is no time frame for Kate's return to a full schedule of public events, as she is being given time to recover and recuperate before working full-time. The king, who is also undergoing treatment for cancer, will not ride on horseback during the ceremony, but will inspect troops lined up for the Whitehall Horse Guards parade from a carriage. Health is more important. We understand and accept everything. Meanwhile, Rishi Sunak said Kate's presence at the event was wonderful news. During a G7 press conference in Italy, he said, "Obviously this is wonderful news. The whole country will support the Princess of Wales in her recovery. I saw her statement earlier. I thought it was brave. I thought it was honest. And I'm sure it will bring great comfort to so many other people who are struggling with similar health issues, so I think that she deserves great comfort. Kudos for what she said, and it will be great to see her there." The latest update on Kate comes after her video statement revealing her diagnosis back in March. In the statement, Kate stressed the importance of keeping her children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, informed and given time to come to terms with their mother's illness. The princess's main social project is supporting early childhood development, and last year she launched the long-term Shaping Us campaign, which has been described as her life's work, and aims to highlight the crucial first 5 years of a child's life. Kate has carefully crafted this public role, with a particular focus on children's well-being and mental health, since marrying the Prince of Wales in 2011 and becoming Her Highness. She remains close to her parents, Carol and Michael Middleton, and siblings Pippa Matthews and James Middleton, and had a happy family life growing up. Catherine Elizabeth Middleton was born into the Middleton family at the Royal Berkshire Hospital in Reading on January 9, 1982. She was baptized at St. Andrew's Parish Church, Bradfield in Berkshire, on 20th June that year. Amman, Jordan, was home to Kate and her family for several years in the mid-1980s, where she attended kindergarten from the age of 3 before the family returned to Berkshire. At the age of 13, she entered the exclusive private Marlborough College in Wiltshire, where she lived on a partial board. She graduated from the University of St. Andrews in 2005 with a degree in art history, where she met and began dating William, whom she married at Westminster Abbey in 2011. The press dubbed her Weighty Katie for her patience during their long courtship, and William described her in an engagement interview as having a really mischievous sense of humor. An avid photographer, the princess usually takes publicly posted photographs of her children to celebrate their birthdays. The fans are very happy about this. Kate is also known for her fitness, athleticism, and competitiveness in team games, and she even enjoys swimming in cold water. She's an amazing athlete. Last September, in an interview with former rugby international Mike Tindall, who is married to her husband's cousin Zara, she said her family was always active. "I guess as a family we were just very active," she said. "And I always remember exercising, using my body, whether it was walking, climbing the Lake District in Scotland, swimming from a young age. And indeed, looking at Kate's photo, we all understand how good she is, how athletic she is, and how simply she looks good compared to all those around her. Is not it? I think you will agree, and write your opinion in the comments. I will read them with pleasure. Let's move on." Kate was initially admitted to hospital for abdominal surgery on January 16th, and her condition was thought to be benign at the time, but cancer was discovered after successful surgery, and the whole world held its breath after the princess stopped going out. Now Kate receives regular doses of medication that kills existing cancer cells and can help prevent the disease from returning. Her chemotherapy is believed to have started in late February. We hope everything goes well. The princess was diagnosed after undergoing major abdominal surgery in January and was initially thought not to have the disease, but tests after surgery showed she did have cancer. Chemotherapy should be used even when surgeons think they have removed all the cancer because of the risk of the disease returning, and it can reduce the chance of new cancer developing. The significance of this varies depending on the type of cancer and even the size and location of the same type of cancer. There are many different types of chemotherapy drugs, and patients can take the treatment in pill form at home during regular checkups with medical staff, or intravenously by injecting a liquid drug into the body through a vein during an outpatient hospital appointment. Kate wrote a letter to the Irish Guards last Saturday, apologizing for not being able to receive the salute and wishing them luck at the Colonel's review in London. The Prince of Wales gave a positive update on his wife's treatment during a visit to the Isles of Scilly in May, saying she is doing well when asked by a hospital administrator. "We have been actively following all this news. William spent a few weeks with Kate and their children over the Easter holidays before returning to public work in mid-April. Charles was hospitalized just days after Kate, also for a procedure that was not cancer-related. In February, Buckingham Palace confirmed that he had been diagnosed with a form of cancer called prostate cancer, while the king was being treated at a private London clinic for an enlarged prostate. Wishing the monarch a full recovery, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak expressed gratitude that the cancer had been detected early. Charles initially put his public speaking duties on hold, but resumed them at the end of April, speaking of his shock at being diagnosed with cancer while meeting patients during a visit to the Cancer Centre at University College Macmillan Hospital in central London. His appearance at the D-Day event in Portsmouth last week was his first public appearance and his highest-profile appearance since his cancer diagnosis. The Queen provided an update on her husband's health at a literary festival at the Queen's Reading Room at Hampton Court Palace in Surrey last Saturday, telling writer Lee Child that the king was doing well but would not slow down or do what he wants. Sarah, Duchess of York, announced the medical procedure in early 2024 after she was diagnosed with malignant melanoma, a form of skin cancer. It was her second cancer diagnosis in a year, having been diagnosed with breast cancer last summer, which led to a mastectomy and subsequent reconstructive surgery. During a routine mammogram, she was diagnosed with an early form of breast cancer. Naturally, another cancer diagnosis came as a shock, but I am in good spirits and grateful for the many messages of love and support, Sarah wrote on Instagram. Princess Beatrice shared an update on her mother's health on This Morning in May, saying the Duchess was doing well and feeling very well. In late February, tragedy struck the family of Prince Michael of Kent when Thomas Kingston, husband of Prince Michael's daughter Lady Gabriella Windsor, died from a catastrophic head injury due to a pistol found next to his body. Is all this a coincidence? For years, it was the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's estrangement that dominated discussions surrounding the royal family after the couple stepped down as working royals in 2020. After moving to Montecito, California, Harry returned to the UK infrequently, but did so after the King was diagnosed with cancer. Although the Duke only had a 45-minute meeting with his father, Harry suggested the King's cancer diagnosis could lead to a reconciliation with the family. Asked on a US TV show whether the diagnosis could have a reconnection effect, the Duke replied, "Yes, I'm sure." In May, Harry's spokesman said he was hoping to see his father soon after the King's full program meant a reunion was not possible during the Duke's trip to the UK to celebrate his Invictus Games. Meanwhile, leading cancer charities praised Kate for her thoughtful words, which will resonate with many. A spokesman for Macmillan Cancer Support said, HRH, the Princess of Wales's thoughtful words about her treatment experience will resonate and inspire so many people with cancer who are in a similar situation. Managing the effects of cancer treatment can be challenging for many people. Day after day, we hear from people about the impact of treatment on their emotional state, as well as the physical symptoms and side effects they experience, such as fatigue, insomnia, nausea, and more. Dame Laura Lee, chief executive of cancer charity Maggie's, of which the Queen is president, said, "It is wonderful that HRH, the Princess of Wales, is well enough to attend Trooping the Colour." Her statement echoes exactly what we hear in our centers every day, that with cancer there are good days and bad days, and no two cancer experiences are the same. Her comment about the importance of following how you feel every day is absolutely true, and I am sure it will resonate with so many people living with cancer. Meanwhile, Kate announced she was undergoing chemotherapy in a recorded video message on March 22nd after post-surgery tests revealed she had cancer. And what was highly anticipated was Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, who looked in good spirits as they joined their mother, the Princess of Wales, at today's Trooping the Colour event. Kate, who has been undergoing treatment for an undisclosed form of cancer since late February, returned to public life with her children as she joined them in the traditional march through London today. The 42-year-old royal was on hand to ensure George, 10, Charlotte, 9, and Louis, 6, could have a family day out to celebrate their grandfather's birthday. Her presence means they won't have to travel in the carriage without them. They are close to their family, their parents. It is very important. In turn, Prince William took part in the parade on horseback, and his children were in a carriage with their mother. Ahead of her appearance, the princess wrote a touching personal message thanking the public for their support following her cancer diagnosis and saying she was looking forward to attending the traditional big day. What does Kate's appearance in public mean to you? A forced measure by the royal family? Or is Kate really feeling better now? Share your thoughts in the comments to this video. See you there.